Hi buddy, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you a video on Mastercam tip that how we can make a sharp corner chamfer on the part. And you can see here I have a very simple part for demonstration. Just a rectangular part with a pocket at the center, and it has a big chamfer on the top, like what you can see here. And the thing is, instead of a round corner, it has a sharp corner here on the chamfer. So the question is it possible to do that? And I can pretty sure some of you may think it's impossible when we do cutting with a chamfering tool, and the part should look like this with a round corner here and some material left at the corner. Yes, I used to think about that, but finally I figured out that this sharp corner is possible to make. It's not impossible. So on this video I'm going to show you how to do that, how we can make this sharp corner chamfer. Okay, and let me turn off this level and we keep going on with this one. Alright, and you can see here I already made some toolpath for roughing the part, and I also have a chamfering toolpath. So this is a pocket, some rest machining for the corner, and I also have a chamfer toolpath, so you can see when we go with the chamfer how's the part look like, and it's exactly the same what I show you on this one. Yeah, we have a round corner. We don't have a sharp corner. We have a round corner like this with some rest material at the corner here. So you can see when we do a chamfering with a chamfering tool and a 2D chamfer, we cannot clean all the material at the corner. So we need to find another way to clean this corner, and so we need some additional move to clean the edges. And now I'm going to show you how to do that. So I have two methods to do the cleaning up. The first one, maybe the easiest one, is to use the Mastercam engraving toolpath. You can it can be found here on the 2D toolpath group. You can see it. We have engraved toolpath here. I'm going to select this toolpath to make the sharp corner. Okay. And the first thing we need to do is we select the chain for the toolpath, and I'm going to select this chain on the top, this rectangle. Yeah. So we use this chain for doing the chamfer using the engraving toolpath. Okay. And then I'm going to select the chamfering tool, and we can take a look on the tool here. I have a 12mm chamfering tool with the tip diameter is 0.2, and this one you need to take into account. This is the tip diameter. You need to remember about this. Okay, so this is chamfering tool I use. And next we go to the parameter. Okay, and some parameter we need to take is maybe the feed plane. Okay, and the top of stock. So this chain is on the top, so okay, you're gonna select this. It should be 0, and the depth of cut. So on this part I have a 2mm chamfer wide. Yeah, it is 2mm wide. So I want to make the tool go deeper, the chamfer a little bit. So I'm gonna use maybe -2.5. Okay. And on the XY stock to leave, I can leave 0 because I don't want to leave any stock on the part. And also we can turn off this filter, no use now. And next, the roughing we can skip. And one important thing is on the cut geometry here, you should select on top because the chain we selected is on the top of the chamfering profile, so it should be on top, not at depth. So I'm gonna select on top, and it's just very simple, right? And now we click OK and see how it works. You can see very simple, and we got a cleaning up toolpath. This is the stock model. After the chamfering toolpath, we have some rest corner. We have some corner here with rest material, and then next to the engraving operation, let's see how it works. Okay, we do a back plot. You can see instead not just moving around, the tool makes some 3D cut here and clean the corners. It's move up at the corner. Let's go to the next position and moving up and going back, go to the next corner. Yeah, and it's keep doing the same movement at 4 corners. Okay, so very easy, right? And then we got a cleaning up toolpath. I'm gonna copy this stock model and see how the part look like after this engraving operation. Okay, I name it stock number 3, and stock model for it's looking at is stock number 2, and this operation is now the number 6. So we can generate it and see what we got. You can see this is the first stock model, and this is the stock model after we do the engraving operation. You can see finally we clean the corner of the part. Very easy, right? So we got a sharp edge. Okay, you can see very easy. And there's something I need to talk about this operation. Yeah, it's very easy, but you can see here when okay, turn on stop. At the first position, you can see the tool drop here right at the top of the corner, and it's moved down. So okay, you can see with a tip tool like a chamfering, this movement is not so good because it's digging into the material, the raw material here. The tool will dig into it, so it's not so good. If you want to avoid it and you want to the tool go from the bottom to the top like this, so you need to do some adjustment. You go back to the parameter here, and we move to the engraving, roughing, finishing, and here we can see we have something called enter on. This allows us to select the first position of the tool when it's engaging the part. So instead of select corner, we can select this option, change start point, so we can make the tool entering the contour at the start point of the chain, and we generate it again. Okay, and it's keep the same, right? Because we haven't selected chain, because this chain has the start point of this chain is here. So if you don't want to engage at the corner, you should move it along this chain so it can avoid the corner. We just do the right click and select start point, and you can freely move the start point of the toolpath right there. So maybe I want to engage at the center, at the midpoint of this side, and click OK. So we move the start point from here to here, and then we can generate a toolpath again. Oh, sorry. Bing. Okay, you see a difference. Now the tool engage from the middle of the part, not at the corner, so we can avoid the blunt movement at the corner. So it contact with the part here. It go to the first corner, move up before moving down, and go to the next corner, moving up, moving down, and go to next, clean the corner, go to the last position, clean the corner, and go back to the midpoint of this edge. So that's what we can do with the engraving toolpaths. So still very easy, right? And if you want some roughing pass before you do the finish cut, you can use this 2D chamfer for making the rough passes, or you can also go to here and select depth cut. With the depth cut option, we can give it more roughing part before doing the finish cut. Okay, you have two options: the equal depth cut and the constant volume. Maybe this option will be better. So we remove the constant material on each pass. Okay, maybe we go for 3 passes. So you got a toolpath like this. You can see 3 cutting passes. Okay. And talking about this operation, is also have one thing that you can improve, that you can see here. I go back to I remove the depth cut here, so you can see for this toolpath, when the tool cleaning up the corner here, you can see that it stopped right on the top of the part. And so if you think it's not enough, you want the tool extend a little bit, so the tip will go higher than the top of the part. You gonna do some trick. Okay, you want this tip move up a little bit, so this is how we can do. Like, okay, I should extend this edge a little bit like this. Okay, first I make some curve here on the edge, maybe 2 as enough, and then I extend them a little bit. Just extend with the amount you want, maybe 1 millimeter, like this. Extend to the top of the curve. So we have this chain and this chain. Okay, and then I'm gonna create a rectangle with this point and this point. Okay, so you can see when I draw this rectangle, is the same with we extend the surface. So you can just draw a rectangle like this, a new rectangle, instead of extend this surface. Okay, and we can make another toolpath and keep the same parameter. We just select a different chain. Now on this toolpath, I'm not select this chain on the top, but I'm gonna select this upper chain we just created like this. You can see this is a new chain, and it's higher than the top of the part. Same tool, and we just need to change the top of stock like this. Instead of 0, we select the height of the chain we selected. It should be 0.578, or you can just use this incremental and 0. So as we consider the height of the chain is the top of stock. Okay, and we gonna generate it again. Okay, it's done, right? You can see the difference between the toolpath. This one, the tool just stopped here right on top of the part, but for this one it's extend a little bit, so it do a cleaner cut. Alright, so you can see this is the important movement, the clean corner movement. Very simple, right? This movement make the sharp corner for the chamfer. Okay, very simple. So is there anything we need to talk about this toolpath? Is there something you're not satisfied with this? I forgot to select the start point for this toolpath. It should be around here, and avoid to engage at the corner of the part. Okay, generate again. Nice. I can remove this and this so you can see it clear, right? Okay. I think if there's one thing we are not satisfied with this one, is also it doesn't provide us to select the lead in and lead out movement. So tool blunt right, strength to the part, no lead in and lead out. So if you want to go further, I can show you another way to give it a lead in and lead out. Okay, it's just additional information. You can skip this if you feel this enough for the toolpath, but it's just gonna show you if you are you want to know about it. Okay, so this is the engraving operation without any lead in and lead out movement. I can try to see if we can find some lead in and lead out here. Yeah, maybe not. So we can only select the entry or ram when we activate the rough contour, the rough option. So we don't use the rough option, so it cannot be used. So my solution is we're gonna use another toolpath, and that's either project toolpath. I had another video on talking about this one, very nice toolpath. We can use this for convert another toolpath. Okay, and I can select this chamfer for the dry surface. Okay, and then about the selecting surface, I suggest that you select also the vertical faces here. If you just only select the chamfer face, you're gonna I try to just select just only the chamfer faces, and I have an interrupt cut. So when I select also the vertical face here, I got a continuous cut without any interruption. So you can do like this, select also the vertical face here. Alright, and we select the same tool for doing the project toolpath. In the cut parameter, we select the engraving operation, and you can add some depth cut here. It is also very nice. We can add some rough and finish cut, and the projection type we select NCI, so it will take the toolpath from this operation and project it onto the surface we selected. And if you want some lead in and lead out, just go to the linking parameter here, and we can give it a lead in and lead out. For that, maybe I got some vertical arc entry and arc exit. Okay, so with this way we can add a lead in and lead out movement for the toolpath. It's just a trick, right? You can see that, very crazy. You can see we have a vertical lead in and lead out here. Okay, with the project toolpath, because this toolpath is doesn't support the horizontal entry, so we just can get the vertical entry, okay, and vertical exit. But it's better than we just use a blunt string movement, right? It's better to do that with some lead in and lead out movement. Okay, so I just show you how we can create the sharp corner chamfer using the engraving toolpath. Very nice and very easy to use toolpath, and by do some combination with the project toolpath, we can add some lead in and lead out movement for this engraving toolpath, and we can also do some depth cut for the toolpath. We can split it, doing some rough and finish cut like this. Yeah, you can see, very nice, right? With the let in and let out movement, and also the depth cut. Okay, so we are done with the easiest way, the engraving toolpath, and I have another way to do the sharp corner here. I can guess. I think you can guess what I'm gonna use. Okay, and the second way we can apply is it can be considered as an old school tip that we just need to use the 3D contour. Okay, you know how we can make this sharp corner, and you can select the right tool path for this. So if you don't want to use engraving operation, you can just use a 3D contour tool path like this. Before you select the chain, I will recommend that you create a wireframe curve so you can easily change or extend the curve, because with a 3D tool path you cannot extend the lead in and lead out. So I recommend you create a curve first at the corner. Okay, after that you select the contour tool path and select the curve here. We just selected, we just created. Okay, and I want it do the cut from the bottom to the top like this. Okay, and select the tool here, the 12mm chamfer, and in the conversation type, of course, you want the tool tip is follow this curve, so this conversation should be off, and the contour type now is become 3D. Okay, and the tip of the tool will follow this curve to make to clean the corner. Okay, so stock to leaf and stock to leaf on floor on wall is 0. I can eliminate the lead in and lead out movement. Okay, also the multi-passes. You can activate the depth of cut if you want to get some rough and finished cut very nice with this 3D contour. And for the depth is should be 0, because you want the tool tip to contact with the part at this corner, so it should be incremental 0, because in the 3D contour you only have an option is incremental for the depth. And for the top of stock, you can input you can put some material here if you want to do the roughing cut. Okay, if you just want to make one cut, so this is not important. And bing, let's see what we got. Alright, you can see the tool cutting plug into the start of the curve and move up. So we don't want the tool start from here. You just need to extend it a little bit so we have some clearance before the tool engaging the material. Okay, I'm gonna extend it 1mm far away from the part, also on top and bottom like this. So you can see when we create a curve, we can easily extend or shorten it, so it's very easy. Right now is a little away from the part. Maybe it's not enough, you can extend it more. If you want some rough cut, you can activate this one. Maybe I want one finished cut 0.2, one rough cut, and one finished cut. Yeah, if you want to use this one, you need to define the correct top of stock here. I just need one rough and one finish. Oh, it's gonna be too much for the finish, right? No. 0.1, 0.2. What happened? Oh, sorry. It should be incremental 0.5. Okay, now we got one rough cut here and one finished cut like this, rough and finished. Okay, but when we use the contour tool path, there is very important thing that you need take into account, that the tool tip diameter, you know. You can see here we have a tip diameter of 0.2, and for this tool path you can see the tool, this is the tool tip right on the center of the tip. So if you just use a depth 0 here, the tool will go into the part like this. I can split this movement so you can see it easily using the segment length, so you can see how it's contact with the part. Yeah, go back. This is either rough cut and this is the finished cut. You can see the tool center, the tip center, you can take is follow this curve, so the tool will go off into the part and we don't want it. You can see here it's not contact with the part, it's cut into the material right here and right here because it's moving a little deep. So we need to compensate for the tool tip diameter. So how much we need to move it up, it depends on the angle of the chamfer, the angle of the tool, and the tool tip diameter. So in this case, very easy. We have a 45-degree chamfer and the tip diameter is 0.2. We just need to lift it up an amount equal to half of the tip diameter. This means 0.1. Yeah, to get the correct cut. Yeah, you can see here in the depth we should move it up an equal an amount equal to the half of the tip diameter. It means 0.1 in this case, and you can see now we got a correct cut, not gouging. You can see that now the tool contact to the part, no gouging. I will leave two tool paths so you can do some comparison. All right. Okay. This is the first tool path with our depth adjustment. We have some golfing here. If you want to see this, I'm gonna make another stock operation, a stock model. You can see it clearly. We name is stock 4 and this is stock 3 and number 10 operation. Okay, you see that we have some golf here. I'm gonna turn off the part, and this is how it looks like if you do not make the adjustment, right? The tool will go a little bit deeper, depend on how much is the tool tip diameter. So we change to tool path number 11 with the adjustment of the depth, and you can see here it's correct now, no gouging, right? So if you want to use the 3D contour for this cleaning up operation, you need to take into account of the tool tip diameter. No problem with if you define that the tip diameter is 0, so no need any adjustment in the head. But if the tool have the tip diameter, you need to do the adjustment here. You can do adjustment here in the depth, or you can do adjustment here on the stock to lead on floor. It depends on you. Okay, so that's the video today. I'm gonna do some simulation and you can see how it works. Okay, before I quit, level, turn the part back again. Oh, come on. Okay, we're gonna do some simulation. Alright, so if you want to use the project toolpath, you should ghost this operation, so it's not gonna pause this one and you just pause this one. Okay, ding, 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 ding. This is the pocket toolpath, just forgot it just for demonstration. And corner rest. Okay, and we move to the chamfer toolpath. And next follow this is the project toolpath. From this project, the engraving toolpath, so we have a lead in and lead out here. It's better than the original engraving toolpath without any entry and exit movement, right? So this is the lead in, and clean this corner, go down. Oh, you can see we have a gouging here because we not select this surface for the define it at the part, so we got some gouging here, but we can fix it. Okay, just fix it right now, and we simulate it again. I can make a surface here. Okay, wait please be patient. I'm gonna picture it with a loft surface. Okay, man, this is the first one. Gonna make a loft surface so we can select it at the part, and we can avoid collision. Okay. Ding. Okay, it's better now. Try to see it again. You can also leave some material here at the chamfer operation, so you can see the cleaning up toolpath. Okay. I hope you can catch me up if I talk too much. Okay. Here we go. We do it again. Pocket toolpath, corner rest machining, and the chamfer toolpath. You can use the chamfer toolpath for roughing also. And the last one is the cleaning up toolpath. Right here, go to here, clean the corner, go back, clean. See that? Very nice, right? I think I'm gonna make some real cutting video and put it later to see how it's work, how it's look in this corner. Okay, so this is the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any question or comment, just leave it. I'm really appreciate it. Okay, and thank you again for watching, and goodbye for now. See you later. Okay.